What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blueclouds Media, and we are back again. Game day. Today's Tuesday. Another day is here again. We're about to stream live on this platform. I give myself a couple of days off, but I cannot, stand there and watch as the big game come on. The return leg of Chelsea and Arsenal and Chelsea at the Emirates will be taken on live today, couple hours time. But we're here to get into the nitty-gritty of what today's games are about. As usual, guys, today's preview on this platform is we're going to look into the Premier League game match between Arsenal and Chelsea. And also we'll also discuss the history of the fixture, including Arsenal's current winless run against Chelsea in the midweek match. Hear that again, midweek match. We'll also analyze the recent form of both teams, including Arsenal 2 successive victory and Chelsea's injury concern. Also, finally, we will give a prediction for the match and then discuss the key players that we all have to be looking out for. I know there are a lot of key players. When you talk about key players, you wouldn't even say much in Chelsea's side, but you have to look more of the one coming from Arsenal's side. A lot of them are very, very tricky players to be looking out for. Another one we're going to talk about, Saka, dangerous player when you talk about Saka. But then I'm being joined here by my co-host, as usual, big Mr. Steven. Welcome back to the stream again, as usual.
Yeah, what's up?
Hope you're doing well, Steven.
As good as can be.
All right. Before we get on with anything, let me see who we have here. We have Guna, big up to you, Guna. I hope you're doing very well. We have Stab also over there. Stab is already complaining. Intro, why too long? Intro comes when the intro is too long, then there is a little bit of technical issues. Sometimes you have to have a little bit of patience. And I always you know, happy to see you guys here. Gunnar said, yes, Gunnar said he's doing very well. Phantom, oh, I'm going to miss my brother Phantom today. He said he's too tired to stay up, which I do agree. First, hit the like button as usual. Phantom predicting 1-1, 1-1 Chelsea. Score first, Chelsea score first in the first half. Then Arsenal scores a penalty around 75 minutes. And then CFC fans blame referee too tired to stay up. This is a prediction coming from Phantom a bit the
But
topic.
it's left today.
He's already seen the future. So big up to you. The beautiful game. I hope you're doing very well, my brother. Yes, game day today. Game day today. Gunnar said, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very, very well. I have, like I said, I have too much going on, which I'm trying to sit back a little bit, but then stream went in. It really is really necessary. But then I'll be dropping my videos. So guys, if you miss me, check out some of my videos that I put in there. And I do miss you guys. So I was like, I can't stay home. I can't sit down without streaming today. I need to get the fans engaged. So yeah, beautiful game. Big up to you for seeing you, Mr. Musto, my brother. As usual, those are the returning of this platform. They love this platform. They always like to see me and Steven and then get to see what we all have to talk about. So yes, Arsenal will smash Chelsea and Modric will regret his choose to go to Chelsea. Well, let's see. Let's see how that happens. Maybe change the
What I'm gonna
intro
say
music, bro,
is,
to a more sad tune. You're gonna be you're gonna be in tears tonight. What do you say, Steven?
what I'm gonna say is, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but
Yeah.
hear me out. The last time we played a team from North London that were in a title fight on the 2nd of May,
Yeah.
it was back in 2016, and we were having a terrible season. We were about 10th place. I'm not saying we're gonna win, but we did get a draw. We were having a terrible season then as well. Plus, Arsenal aren't exactly on great form themselves either. So, plus, who knows? Maybe we actually get a good lineup tonight.
Hope so. And I still won't win. Okay, this is coming from my staff to our brother here. Says that Arsenal still won't win the Premier League. Modric won't regret anything. He is a long-term signing coming from our staff over here. Gunnar. You know, I know what you've said from the beginning of the season till now. You are into Arsenal are winning the league. Arsenal are winning the league. Look at where we are. But I don't want to say anything. In terms of banter and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to get into that right now. But
The only thing I
we're
will
gonna look
say
at the
is,
bigger
I
picture.
always said they were never winning it.
Yeah, let's look at the bigger picture. Let's look at the bigger picture. Your women have bottled it. Your men have bottled it. The women has the higher chance to go beyond. Is it Werder Bremen, right?
Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg, yeah, Wolfsburg. Arsenal team are way better than Wolfsburg. But look at how you guys did it. Bottle it as you guys do. The men are doing it, and then the women are also doing it. But Chelsea had the tougher one to go beyond. Camp Nou, the women have won almost the Camp Nou. Barcelona women have won almost about 14 Premier League. La Liga games at the Camp Nou. They don't lose over there. But Chelsea went there and did something wonderful, which it could have helped, but it didn't help. It didn't help. It didn't help. They were so superior over Chelsea. You guys have Wolfsburg and you couldn't see it through. Okay, gonna be good game anyway. If we draw points, I'm not gonna be shocked. We are not very good at the moment. You know, just one person dropped. The whole Arsenal team is down. Steven, take a break from what happened. I don't know what you mean by it. Steven, take a break from
Maybe because I was saying about what happened with the Tottenham lot.
Oh, okay. Frank Lampard has some tattoo on his forehead.
Oh, it's because you got your channel logo there. You got the channel logo there.
Oh, okay. Blue blood, you being silly over here. Yeah, bro. Well, we have bottled a time to learn from our mistakes coming from Guna. It is true. I'm confident of our future and that this young team will learn like last season. Right. Welcome to the stream, Dummy. How you doing today?
Hey, hi everyone. Happy New Month.
Yeah.
Sorry I've been away. School has been really, really hectic and yeah, exams are fast approaching too. But I miss everyone. I really have to take out time to come on
Yeah.
today.
Yes, sir. We all miss you. We're doing very, very well. But we even if you, I don't know if I've said that, I took a step back a little bit. Like I didn't send that message to you, but yeah, pardon me for not doing that. We'll not be streaming like every day like we used to. I got lots of things going on behind the scenes, which if I take that time away, it will help me get that done on time and also continue what I've been doing here as usual. I'll come back to the routine, like streaming every day, but now I'll take a little break and do some stuff behind. So once that is done, yeah, I will be back again streaming every day. But yeah, we're gonna come in and stream at least either Friday or Saturday, just like I've said earlier on, which I think that will be the update on the show so far. But then, yeah, we got everything going on. Let's look at the stream. Let's look at the screen. We have Chelsea. We have a predicted lineup. We haven't talked about it yet. So Steven Dutton, um, Davina, and I will go through that, and then also the fans are there, the viewers are there also watching. They'll drop their prediction and what they make of this Predator starting lineup we have here. We have Chaloba in there. So, Dummy, take us through. Are you ready? I haven't got nothing from Steven yet, but Dummy, are you ready? Are you
Yeah,
confident?
sure. Yeah, sure. Um I haven't seen the lineup though, but I'm trying to
Yeah,
check.
it's not out yet.
It's not out. It's predicted one.
People were speculating that Mudryk may be starting. That's what I will say. I don't know if it's 100%, but people are saying that he may be starting.
Modric. All right, that's from Stephen. Gunnar says, I'm confident of the future. Okay, I think I've read that one from Gunnar. Feeling ill at the moment. I need the 3 point today more than you guys. We need it badly, guy. We haven't win. Frank Lampard, this is going to be his sixth game since he took over Chelsea. He hasn't won a single game. So we need it more than you guys do. So we're about to put some salt into your food to make it tasteless. So, Dummy, take us through your feelings and the build up so far. Take us through the feelings and what you're going through going to the Emirates to play Arsenal, who have been a ton of
Um
our flesh this season.
I feel like Loftus-Cheek shouldn't be starting. Loftus-Cheek shouldn't be starting. I mean, we need goals, so we need someone that is going to be able to be ruthless. And I don't think Loftus-Cheek is that guy. And I feel like instead of starting Chaloba, oh God, I don't know. I feel like Abu Mayang should be in this startup. I feel like Abu Mayang should be in this startup, and Mason Mount too should be in the startup. So
Mount's out
I
injured
feel,
rest of the season.
oh
Mounts out. Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
apparently, Aubameyang and Madueke are starting, apparently.
Yeah, I would actually prefer Abu Mayang starting. Then maybe Modric can come in like the second half or something. But
All right, Musto said, let's be honest, Arsenal have better players, guys. It is true. Absolutely, bro. You're spot on. It is true. That's what I'm saying. There are certain players that we got to watch out for, which they're as Saka, one of them, Odegaard, another guy that can make changes. And also, if you're not careful, they bring on this Belgium international Trossard. Trossard can also make big difference. Very, very skillful player. So there's a lot of players that we got to watch out for in the Arsenal team.
yeah,
Breaking news coming from 1 minute, Dummy. Gunnar said a breaking news. Aubameyang. Sorry,
Yeah,
Pierre
that's what I
Emerick
just said.
Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven. Okay, Steven. Just I didn't see that on time. Pierre Emerick Aubameyang and Noni Madueke start for Chelsea. Okay, yes,
Yeah, that's what I
probably
just said
Aubameyang.
after I said that Mount's out injured.
Aubameyang has a lot to prove. Yes, Steven said Mount is out injured at this moment. Yeah, injured for the rest of the season. Mount linked to us now, very likely. coming from Musto, my brother. Thank you very much for that information. Also, Blue Blood said, is Jorginho starting? We don't know. Probably Arteta will have a point to prove to show Chelsea fans or Chelsea team
I don't
or
think
the
he will.
Chelsea football club that Jorginho still has something in him. Dami, go ahead and let me, when you're done, then I'll go to Steven. Steven has a lot to offer to talk about right now. Go ahead, Dami. I think Dami's having some connection problem. Steven, go ahead. Take us through. What are you feeling, bro? Are you still confident, Steven?
I want to know if Mudrik's starting because that's the front three I would probably go with. I think I said it to you when both came off the bench the other day. Mudrik and Aubameyang looked good. So yeah, I would like to see both of them start. I'm surprised that Noni is starting out of nowhere. He's not really had much game time. I'm surprised that he's starting. But I ain't gonna complain. If we start Noni, Orba, and Mudrik, I'll be happy with that front three. I'm not gonna complain about that.
All right. So Steven doesn't really care. Modric, you said Modric and who? Aubameyang.
I was
Modric and
so
Aubameyang.
so we know that Aubameyang's starting. We know that Madueke's starting. I just hope that Mudrik is also starting because Mudrik looked good when he came on the other day.
All right. Guna also said Pate also starts. Unfortunately, Pate starts. Pate need to start. If Pate plays, man, he will be in big trouble.
It's got to be Partey and Xhaka, I guarantee.
Yeah. I want Pate bench. Has been a fraud lately. It probably is not him. It's not Pate alone. Could be some other attribute that's making him play bad. Probably most of the time you got to watch on your side who you're playing against. It's just like we always complain about Jorginho. Enzo Fernandez combination with maybe Mateo Kovacic or Enzo Fernandez pairing N'Golo Conte, something like that. So we have to look at that source. Probably that is not that person alone, because this work is very, very difficult. Playing football is very, very difficult. And if you don't have players that really smell danger, that can cover it up when their space is open, then you're looking for trouble. So we have to look into that. I know Pate is a good player every day, but we have to look at other players that forms that starting 11. Changes in the Arsenal lineup. Have a feeling Trossard starts. That's what he think. Musto said Modric will be controlled by Zinchenko. He's made of a Ukrainian. Okay, of Ukraine, bro. It's
they won't play on the same
against,
side. Mudrik plays on the left. Zinchenko plays on the left. So Mudrik could be on Arsenal's right, which means Mudrik versus Ben White.
Yeah.
Which means Madueke versus Zinchenko.
Madueke, yeah. But Guna, what do you expect? You're playing at Manchester City. Every team right now on planet Earth is going to look awful or is going to look bad when you play against those world-class players that Manchester City parade in each and every game. So I won't be surprised if the way you saw Pate in the game against Manchester City, I wouldn't be surprised if it looked awful, because there is a lot going on in City game. They really brought in players that can really hold on to the ball. They brought in players that are capable of holding the ball and keeping the ball. So that's what they were doing. When they had all the goals, they know they've secured those 3 points. Then they changed the face of the game, bringing in other players. Mahrez, of all people, did not start against Arsenal. Why should that be? He's been the best player at City right now, Mahrez and then Haaland. But I'm talking about talk about Haaland without goals. Mahrez would be the best player for City this season. You get what? But the goals that Haaland has been fetching makes him the better player over Mahrez right now. Welcome back again, Dummy. All right, Stevie, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any more stuff coming out, because the official lineup comes out in 8 minutes.
All right, so Gunnar said that I hear that, I hear that, bro. But that was an embarrassing performance. No fight. Fulham showed so much more against them on Sunday. See, sometimes every game is different. The psychological preparation towards every game is different. You play Fulham. City are playing Fulham. They don't have to put in too much effort. Or maybe the preparation towards the Fulham game is way different. But this is number one against number two. Guna, you get what I'm saying? This is number one against number two. Right now, City knows, okay, we don't have much to do to claim the title. So the nerves, everything that goes towards that game will calm down. But in the nerves in the game against number one and number two in the Premier League log, it's always going to be high tempo football. So your preparation towards that game would be way different than the preparation towards a Fulham game. You get what I'm saying? They know no matter what they do, they're definitely going to come out with the 3 points. Playing a Fulham team. Yeah, so Fulham have to do a whole lot, but then City knew they were definitely going to take all the 3 points. That is why I was saying that the preparation towards every game is different. And I do understand what you're saying. Good. Declan Rice will be there coming from a Guna and says, so guys, I have the feeling Arsenal have better defense, midfield, and attack. For now, you can say so. Football is all about the balance and then teamwork. Our team don't have that balance yet, but then we have good quality players, but then the balance is not there. The balance comes in when we have a recognized striker. Then we can say all departments are solid. Midfield is solid, defense is solid, attack is also solid. We need one that can finish those chances that are being created by the defenders, that are being created by the midfielders, for someone to convert them. That is what we are lacking now. So at the moment, Chelsea don't have the balance. But then Manchester,
yes.
Arsenal have the balance because they have Gabriel Jesus over there. They have Nketiah from the bench who can bring different things. Gabriel Jesus is not just a one that plays back against the goalpost. So he's a different kind of a player. He plays just like Alvarez plays for Manchester City. So another different player. Steven, what were you saying, sir?
Yeah, so apparently Jorginho starts. Yes.
Genius stats.
This is so good. I'm so happy. We know the guy don't like getting pressed. If we press him, he's got to be in all hold of trouble.
But do we have the players to press? That's a big question.
Kante start for one.
Kante can press. Kante can press.
Are they going to use him as a number 10 or in the defense, Dummy and Steven? Go ahead, Dummy.
It depends on the whole lineup, but we've got players that press, so he'll be in trouble. It's fine.
Modric can also press. Kovacic can also press if he's not going to play slow ball. If Kovacic is not going to play slow ball, remember Kovacic is the he knows how to dribble. So I feel like, yeah, we have players that can really press. We just need to score. We don't need to press. We need to score.
All right. So Damien said we need the players that can press. They're not going to play low ball, slow ball, whatever, but they need to press. Coming from Dami sister over here. Gunnar said our defense at the Emery is not great. We have had clean sheet.
They haven't had the clean sheet in 3 months.
In 3 months.
They're in months, not 3 months.
Most of the Chelsea defense stats are better than Arsenal, but just cannot score. It is true. That's what I was saying.
We've conceded the third fewest goals in the Premier League this season. We're literally just not scoring. We've scored 30, conceded 35 in the league. So
imagine, Dami and Steven, imagine if next season we could bring in a striker that can start scoring for us. We should be able to challenge for the trophy. Can't we?
And a defensive mid, of course.
Yeah, we should be able to put in players, personnel in this defensive position. We have Malugosco who will come in and cover that Reece James problem. We don't have a problem with that. And then we have at least one striker coming in. We have Armando Broja who will be somewhere halfway the season. Will also be returning back to the Premier League. back to the team. Sorry, back to the team. That will make our season much more better. So, guys, I know it is stressy time. It is very time that you don't want to watch Chelsea play at all. But there is, let's look at the bigger picture. Next season will be much more better. Dami, you want anything you want to say in regards to that? Now, I have a big problem, Stephen and Dami. I have a big problem in where Kante is playing at his position at the 10 row.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen, though, is it? Because we don't know if Mudrik's starting. Yeah, we know for a fact that Aubameyang's starting, and we know for a fact that Madueke's starting, and they've not got either of those two players in their prediction.
All right, Blue Blood. I think I read that one right. Chelsea have the third best defense in the league after City and Newcastle.
I've got it up at the moment. So Newcastle are conceded 27, Man City are conceded 30, Chelsea are conceded 35. After that, it's Arsenal on 38, Brighton on 40, and then there's a couple teams on 42, 44, 45.
Right. All right. Thank you very much, Stephen. I want to love you. Thank you very much for your comment. She said, hello, my brother, and everyone on the panel and in the chat. They all say hello to you too as well. Guys, we have activated our membership package. If you want to be a member of this platform, go through it. And also have some cool emojis that I've set over there. You will like it. We have the head of the lion himself is right there. We have a UTC also there. If you like using the UTC, it's over there to you. I still have to do some more work to be able to put all my emojis there for the members, and then also everyone that is on the platform to use it. So yeah, that big up to you, Kim. So Kim So said, if Aubameyang, Madueke plays, we win. Let's hope that Aubameyang.
Ever been this positive in the chat? I swear he's always saying we're gonna lose.
Yeah, it's very happy to see our brother Kim So is being positive today because Aubameyang is playing. He loves Aubameyang to death. So if Oba plays, Chelsea win. If Oba plays, Chelsea wins. So CDM and striker next season. Striker CDM, Chelsea will be. We're gonna have
and the goalkeeper needs to be added in that as well.
Yeah, and the goalkeeper too, because definitely Mendy will be leaving. I'm sure Kepa will still stay, but then Mendy will be leaving. We have to bring in another keeper that will keep Kepa to be the second. Mendy wants to be moved to AC Milan, heavily with AC Milan, and I want him over there. And if Chelsea have to make a swap deal, bring Andre Onana in, and then maybe Lukaku going either way. Lukaku going to Juve.
Please,
I'm all good for it. I'm all good for it.
You mean to Inter, not Juve, by the way.
Yeah, Inter Milan. Sorry, Inter Milan. I mean, thank you very much, Stephen.
The lineup's out. I'm just waiting it to load up on Twitter so I can get it.
Okay. Lavia and Tony. Mitrovic.
It's a 4-3-3.
4-3-3. Let me upload this. Let me refresh this. Probably might change. Yeah, let me refresh.
It might
right
not
now
because I don't think the Arsenal one's out yet.
Okay.
Dated.
Yeah, it hasn't changed yet. It hasn't changed yet. So Lavia, if we can get Lavia, look right now. If Chelsea, if Harry Kane, if Pochettino can come in and convince and get Harry Kane, I mean, I'll love it every day, man. 3 years at the football club, we can get the numbers rising up. Martinelli, Partey, and Holding not in the lineup tonight. So look, Gunnar has a lineup. That's why he got to know that Holding is not there. Martinelli is not there. Partey is not
come out
there
in a second
at this moment.
Arsenal one. The Chelsea one's already up though. Kepa, Azpilicueta, Wesley Fofana, Thiago Silva, Chilwell, Kante, Enzo, Kovacic, Aubameyang, and Sterling. We got Felix, Havertz, Ziyech, Mudryk, Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, Chalobah, Badiashile, and Mendy on the bench.
Okay.
The Arsenal one's just come out.
Arsenal one just came out. If you can read it, that loud. I'm trying to find the link so I can share it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So The Arsenal one is Ramsdale, Ben White. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the Polish centre back, the guy whose name begins with K. I actually have no idea how to pronounce it. I don't want to butcher it. Next to him is Gabriel, Zinchenko at left back, Jorginho and Xhaka, and then Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Gabriel Jesus. They've got Holding, Tierney, Partey, Vieira, Smith Rowe, Nelson, Martinelli, and Nketiah as their outfield options on the bench.
Okay, let me share the lineup. Whilst you already said it, but let me put it on the screen. Perfect. Yeah. So let me zoom it in a little bit. Better. So that is what we have here, and I think it's been updated. It's 4-3-3, just like you said, Stephen. 4-3-3. It's been updated.
I mean, looking at the player names, you know straight away it's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, 4-3-3.
So we're updated.
Yeah, we're looking at Enzo Fernandez. Okay, we have Aspilicueta, just like this. Let me read it all over again, Stephen. Aspilicueta in there. We have Aspilicueta in there. Arisa Balaga, Fofana, Silva, Chilwell. That is more experience in the back four because of Silva, Fofana. Yes, there's more experience and there's kind of a consistency in the back there. And also we have Kante. Kante's position as we move Modric up in front of him. We have Enzo Fernandez right in the middle and Kovacic on the left-hand side in the midfield. Then we have a Raheem Sterling playing the left wing. Aubameyang, yes, in the middle. Good job, man. Modric, Aubameyang, Kovacic. These two guys, Kante, have to keep the ball very well, far away from these players. Why did they put Jorginho on the left-hand side? I thought he normally stays in the middle. Is it because of the strength? Jorginho.
If you're looking at a graphic on the app, they're not gonna have it 100% right. Also, it'll be a 4-2-3-1 probably.
Yeah,
I think that's what they normally play. Could be a 4-2-3-1. Could be a 4-3-3.
All right, big game today. We're looking at Gunnar said we are finished. That is coming from Gunnar. Gunnar said holding bench. What a day. Stop said Kante cannot press. Dear me. Who said that? Who said he cannot press? I'm not so sure. No one said Kante cannot press. I was worried about the position Kante is playing, right, Stephen?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say Kante cannot press. Who said Kante cannot press? I prefer him to stay a little bit deeper, just like he is at this moment, to help with the defense and then also help in attack. But where he was being played the last time, I was worried about it. So yeah, Kim So said Aubameyang starting ? Absolutely, your man is right there. Aubameyang is starting. Big up, Gaza. Big up to you, Chelsea Dan. I hope you are doing it very well today. Big up to my big brother over here, fan, all sports fan Adam. Big up to you, Mr. Adam. He says, what kind of lineup is that? I'm done with this. And that's the first lineup was not the right one. It was just the predicted one. So Chelsea Dan said, come on, you Blues, let's go. 3 points. Only if Chelsea can do it would be Lampard first sub. Aubameyang playing or not? Aubameyang is in there. Okay. Aspi is playing. We're relegated.
We're not getting relegated. It's virtually impossible for us to get in. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to say it's impossible because we need 3 points
only to stay out.
Automatically avoid relegation. We ain't getting relegated. There's no way there's no way every single team below us is winning. Well, except from Southampton, is winning all their games, especially when I think some of them play each other, to therefore overtake us and mathematically relegate us. Not happening.
Okay. All right. So all sports, Adam says starting players like Modric, Oba in the middle. That is what he's thinking. And we have no RB. Is it right back? Aubameyang goal. Yes, let's see if Aubameyang can get a goal for us. McKean, big up to you. McKean, he said the fullback could could cost us the game. The fullback, which is going to be Madueke. Is it going to be Madueke or
No, it'd be
Madueke and Sterling?
Azpilicueta.
Or the right fullback?
Mhm.
Azpilicueta. Okay. Let's see. Maybe sitting on the bench for quite some time makes you a little bit rusty. So Aspi may be rusty the last time we played, and also you cannot blame Aspi for that deflected goal. Everyone can concede deflection goal. So putting blame on Azpilicueta for that goal we conceded, I think you guys are being too harsh. We'll be too harsh on him, isn't it, Steven?
Was that sorry? I was just reading someone's thoughts on it.
I was saying putting the blame on Azpilicueta for that goal that we conceded, for that deflection, it would be too harsh on him, isn't it?
I haven't watched it back. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched back any highlights of the game, so I don't know how exactly it happened.
Oh, stop! Thank you very much. Stop said 4-3-3. It is knee. Right there 4-3-3. Yes, the one that we were showing earlier on was just a predicted starting 11. So yes, 4-3-3. It's what we have now on the screen. Kim So positive as usual. As usual, not all the time. Kim So is not that positive all the time. Today he is being positive. So that's it should tell you that things are changing. It's sad with all the injuries. Arsenal still have a way superior starting 11. If Madueke can't get in a team, if Modric can't get in the team, that can't score goals, there is no hope for anything coming from Mr. Adam. Thank you very much. Patrick said, I'm liking this lineup. It looks all the time. See, the lineup that we put up are always looking good, but then when the game starts, that's when we can't finish it. Lineup, I would say honestly, most of the time they're good. Not all the time. Most of the lineup are good, but then it doesn't give us the 3 points if needed. Only thing I can say is no Badishia, but Silva and Wesley Fafana is solid coming from Mr. Patrick. Big up to you, Patrick. I hope you are doing well, and it's nice to come back and see you guys again. I'll see you guys again either Friday or Saturday, depending on how things are going. Would Oba celebrate if he scores? I'll say he should celebrate. Steven, I'll say this is why I'll say Aubameyang should celebrate. I know Aubameyang has a very, very good relationship with the Arsenal fans. So with that aspect, I'll say he should give the respect to the fans. But then if you have to be with him and Arteta, I will celebrate every single day. It won't be no different from what's his name did. Sheyi Adebayo did when he went to Manchester City when he scored the game.
You mean Emmanuel Adebayo, right?
Man U, it's
Emmanuel
Man
Adebayo.
City. Yeah, Emmanuel Adebayo. Yeah, Emmanuel Sheyi. His full name is Sheyi Emmanuel Adebayo. He's Nigerian, but then he naturalized for the Togolese national team, so he plays for Togo. That is why he was able to even go to the World Cup. But naturally, he is a Nigerian. But Sheyi Adebayo scored, and when he moved to Manchester City, scored against Arsenal. He was able to run across the left breadth of the football pitch, which was being fined for doing that. So yeah, why wouldn't he? He have to celebrate. And if you're looking at the fans, if he wants to give respect to the fans, then I'll say, okay, look at the fans and show the respect to them and do not celebrate it. But if you have to look at Arteta in his face, I'll celebrate in his face anytime.
If the fans boo him, yeah, celebrate all day.
I agree. Yeah.
If the fans don't give you respect, then don't give the fans respect.
And I doubt the fans are going to boo him because Aubameyang has carried the football club for 2 seasons. Yeah, I'm just saying I doubt they will, but he has done a lot for the football club. He has done a lot for football club. He carried Arsenal for 2 good seasons. When things were very bad, it was all Aubameyang. Aubameyang, I'll say 3 seasons. Just hope Aspi can keep Trossard at the bar coming from Patrick. Aspi should at Bay, a B-A-Y. Aspi should be fresh. He was rested a lot. Okay. So said
he wasn't rested. He was injured. He had the concussion, and then he came back from concussion and got injured in training.
He's doing a flip in front of the. Is it Lego head merchant Guna? coming from Patrick. Steven, go ahead. You were talking.
Oh no, I was just helping you with that one.
Oh, okay. All right. So Blue Blood is back again. Of course, he would after his fallout with Arteta. Yes, I'm sure he will. But then, if you look at the fans, and the fans are showing so much respect for you. If you have a standing of, if they're clapping for you and they don't boo you, then you have to show that respect, in my opinion. All right, Staff said All Sports Adam. Okay, you're talking about injuries for Arsenal when you pretended Chelsea mass injury
Mass
didn't
injuries
happen.
didn't happen.
All right,
And then, so that one just quickly. So that continues to say, didn't happen if you're. So then he continues it. It's a couple messages down, but he says if you're going to turn the lights off and close the door.
Okay.
So pretended Chelsea mass injuries didn't happen. If you're going to remember, turn the lights off and close the door.
Okay, so listen, this is what Gunnar said. He said, I don't think he will, bro. He has a bad relationship with Arteta, not the fans. Like I was saying, look, and just forget about Arteta and the relationship we have with the football club and also with the fans. So I think he will not support, he will not celebrate if he score. And I'll keep it. If I were Aubameyang, I will not celebrate it. I will not celebrate. I'll just walk away and then get my goal and walk away, just like Gunnar said. If you're going to remember to turn the light off, okay, that's what Steven just said.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. What we're looking at again? I'm gonna bring the screen here, and then we can talk about it again.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, any more updates for those tweeters?
Huh?
Any more updates from Simon Johnson, Cancella, or any of them? What they're saying?
I don't really pay attention to Nazar Cancella anymore. I pay more attention to people like Matt Law and all them lot. I don't really pay attention to Nazar Cancella.
It looks like the one you didn't see what I just sent in there in the group chat. From
No, on tech.
Yeah, what I saw in there, I was like, okay, what's going on here? It looks like Fabrizio Romano is digesting the same old news
stuff.
News again that we already know.
What he's saying is it's now signed, is what he's saying. All the documents are signed, whereas before he's saying it's all done verbally for that Kendry guy, the youngster. Before he was saying it's verbally done. Now he's saying it's actually signed the contract. Oh, okay. It's the first leg of that tonight. Oh wait, it's only one leg. Okay, I've got to keep an eye on that tonight as well.
All right, Stop said Enzo played 75% of Benfica games in that position. Was he forced by Benfica? Watch the way he steals the ball. Watch the way he steals the ball coming from Stav. Yeah. But, Enzo Fernandez have been good signing. With all the signings that we've seen so far, he's the one that has been outstanding of all the signings. But I know there's
so is Badia Shaw when Badia Shaw's played, but he's not been playing for some reason.
And I don't know what is going on. Yeah. Steven, take over in a second.
Mm-hmm. One sec, I'm just quickly typing this out.
Okay. Keep going.
Yep. So that has Arsenal lining up as a 4-3-3. Gunnar can correct me if he's still in chat. I think it's probably more of a 4-2-3-1 that they tend to play. Klopp's been charged by the FA after the Tottenham game. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly a surprise that Klopp's been charged. It's about time. He normally gets away with things anyway, so yeah. It's a good job that he's been charged because it might actually teach him to stop chatting rubbish and abusing officials. Mackin, Enzo hasn't lived up to the hype. Guys, chill. He needs time. I don't know what you've been watching if you think Enzo hasn't lived up to any type of hype. He's been here for 4 months and he looks like our best player in the team. Kim So says Klopp deserves it. I'm not gonna go with what that says because I know what it says, but essentially for whining. Yeah, Stav, I saw that as well. I've got it on my TV. As soon as he walked off from his interview, he's taken the jacket off immediately.
You what? Oh, your car.
Kim So, finally the FA has done something against Liverpool. The thing is, with the whole Liverpool and Paul Tierney thing, Klopp once complained about him, and then he didn't referee a Liverpool game for, it was something like 9 months, and Klopp got no punishment for it. As soon as one of our managers does it, they get a fine, and that guy's the referee for our game in about 3 weeks.
Okay, I took a year after. You started working. I started working in 2016. Grandma might know that. She got short hair. Yeah.
What are your guys' predictions for the game tonight? Stav says Enzo arrived deadline day is 3 months. Give or take about that, yeah. Kim So says the FA helps Liverpool and Man United. This country's corrupt. If you want to talk about countries being corrupt, then we're in for a long conversation. So I'm not going to get into that stuff.
What's that, Stephen?
So Kim So's comment was the FA helps Liverpool and Man United. This country is corrupt. So I said, if you want to get into corruption, that's a long conversation. I'm not getting into it. But yeah, I've been going through the comments. I'm not sure what you want to make of this, right? So if you see Mackin's one says, Enzo hasn't lived up to the hype, guys, chill, he needs time. So all I said on that was I don't know what game should be.
Oh, Makim. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've read all of them, but I just wanted to know your thoughts on this.
Oh, I don't think that's fair. That's fair. Enzo hasn't lived up to the hype, guys. Oh, no. Makim, look. The statistics will tell you alone. If we are the third least conceding team in the Premier League, that's what you said, right?
Yeah. I mean, he only came. I don't know what's happened to my TV.
He came halfway
the season. He only came in January on deadline day.
Right. Look, you look at the time that he came in, and he's already gelled, and he's been doing good so far. I don't think you look at statistics very, very well. The dual one by him. I don't have everything on the screen right now, but if I have it, I could share with you.
What did you want?
His the statistics of Enzo Fernandez so far, the tactics, the intersections, and hold up play and all that kind of stuff. And you should tell if he formed part of our defensive role and team hasn't conceded that many goals, that should tell you that his inclusion in the team has been very, very positive. Nothing negative to talk about Enzo Fernandez performance so far at the Premier League. I mean, with Chelsea, the whole team is going through a lot. So Enzo Fernandez will not be so outstanding, but then with him alone and where he plays, he kind of carry the whole. He's not playing in a very, very attacking role. He sits deep. Majority of the time, he's sitting deep, a little bit deep. But he will be much more effective if he goes up front. But then
I can't wait till we have
next season
defensive mid.
Yeah, if we get a defensive midfielder that plays that role, we're gonna see lots of goals coming from Enzo Fernandez, and we see how many goals that he scored for Benfica. That should tell you that with much more time, Enzo Fernandez with all these players, Modric, Madueke, and also Nkuku coming in, guys, the future looks bright. But now we are all shambles right at this moment.
Malo
I'll take it.
Gusto coming in as
Malo
well.
Gusto also coming on the right hand side. So we're gonna have multiple players on the bench. Our squad might even be better than City. Our squad will be way better than City if you look at the bigger picture. Let's look at it in a different way. But this season, like I said, it's right off. Okay. Where is your camera coming from? Okay. I left the studio for few minutes two for my co-host to take over. That's why he's here as a co-host to help me out. Stop said February, March, April, Ted. Absolutely. February, March.
No,
April,
he's saying
Ted.
3 months. That's
3
what he's saying.
months. Yeah, 3 months he's been in the February, March, April 10th. Okay. This one is coming from Stab. It says Jimmy Flo Hasselberg, one of the pundits now. That was a striker. Yeah, Jimmy Flo Hasselberg in his days. Powerful, pacey runs, very strong in the air, and Hasselberg's power in terms of striking the ball, just like Didier Drogba, very powerful. Aubameyang scored EPL goal today. I hope your man scores for you. I hope he scores. Patrick said, Kim. So I want to see him do a flip in front of the Lego. Is it Lego head merchant?
You read that one, didn't you?
No, I think it's
Or is
another
that
one.
another one?
Another one, yeah. Patrick.
Oh,
said
just
yes.
repeating the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, repeating the same thing. So that's what we have so far, and what we have here on Twitter. Okay, nothing serious on Twitter. Enzo Fernandez is ready for the game, 100%. Good boy, man. Enzo Fernandez have been outstanding. Whoever said Enzo Fernandez haven't live up to the hype, I don't see what the person is saying. Guys, drop your prediction. Scoreline here. I'm going for a draw for Chelsea. Goalless draw. If Chelsea doesn't concede, Chelsea will not score. For now, if Aubameyang can change things, probably in the second half. But I'll go for 1-0 Chelsea. 1-0 Chelsea. I've changed my mind. 1-0 Chelsea. Blueclouds said, why not his second or third and fourth EPL goals? Right, Stop said, not sure why we are discussing Enzo. One of our best since he came in. Absolutely, it is true. He came in. He only scored 2 for Benfica. He played DM for Benfica. Stop judging his position in World Cup. Okay. I think
To be
that
fair,
has to. I didn't talk about World Cup. Probably someone else. Someone else conversation probably is talking about. So
yeah, I can't
Kim,
wait till he moves further forward though, because the guy creates like mad.
Yeah. Kim said 2-0. That's his prediction. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0. Blue Blood, I hope then. Okay, this one is coming from my big brother McKean again. McKean said our midfield isn't doing any better than when Jorginho left the team. I would like Enzo, but I don't like him starting deep or sitting deep. That's for sure.
No one likes him
for the
sitting
guys
deeper,
like
yeah?
Ruben or Zakaria. We did
No one
talk
likes
about
him
it.
sitting deeper, but at the moment he is. But just because he's in a position you don't like, it doesn't mean he's doing a bad job. He's still been one of, if not the best performing player since he signed for us.
All right, guys, we got only 7 minutes to hop off. We're doing just 1 hour stream today. So yes, 7 minutes to hop off. I'm going to send a link in there. I'll take, everyone can have those that come on. You can have, if the backstage is not choked, you can come on for a couple of minutes and then let us know what your take is on the game. So the link is right there. Join us if you have time. If you don't have time, do not worry yourself. We are good. But then if you want to join us here and have that short discussion, feel free. Channel is for the fans, like I always say. Enzo will be better after further up. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
I think we all agree on that, right?
We all agree with you, yeah.
Because we all know how much he can create. It's just we haven't got a defensive mid, so he's sort. Plus the formations we play mean he isn't in a suited role. But you get a defensive mid in. I'm sure Pocher put him further up.
Welcome back to the stream, Big Brother Max.
Hey guys, how you doing?
We are doing all right. So it's nice to have you back on the platform again, Mr. Max. Steven, what were you
Yeah,
saying?
And I just asked if they're all right.
yeah,
Yeah,
all good, thank you.
Mr.
Best
Mr.
to see the team actually today.
Oh,
It gives me a little bit of optimism
okay.
seeing the lineup. It's a positive lineup as opposed to the one against Brentford. So I think,
We
Uh,
don't
yeah,
speak on that lineup.
the lineup, yeah, the 4-3-3. Let me push Mr. Max to the corner and see if he has any experience. I'm not so sure Max experience in terms of high level football, but Max, if you should put yourself in this boy's shoe, this footballer's shoes, what do you think they will be going through in going to a game of this magnitude? The season hasn't felt so well. Under Frank Lampard, this will be his sixth game, and he hasn't won in the game. So, putting yourself in the player's
in,
shoes, what do you think they'll be going through right now, Max?
you know what? It's a derby. Okay, if you can't get yourself out for a London derby, then you don't deserve to be playing for a team like Chelsea. Because this is, this and Tottenham are the two big London derbies. No matter what form you're in, Frank Lampard is going to be telling them how big these derbies are for the new boys who are in the side. No matter what sort of form you're in, it goes out the window when you're playing in a London derby. Arsenal, all the pressure is on Arsenal because, like, with us, we can't. Obviously, we're not getting into Europe. We're not going to go down, so we haven't really got anything we've got to play. The only thing we've got to play for is pride. So that's what Frank's going to be telling the boys. Hopefully, you've got your pride on the line. We can't be. We want to stop Arsenal. That will be our. We'll do what they used to do to us, because used to be their cup final, trying to beat Chelsea and then making DVDs and 50,000 tweets about it and all sorts. So
A bit like Tottenham.
Exactly. So let's just give them a taste of their own medicine, beat them, and that will be the highlight of a very poor season, stopping Arsenal from winning the league, especially after their fans have been given it all season. So I just feel that we'll find out a lot about our players today. And obviously, they've been great. But, as I said, all the pressure's on Arsenal, especially with Manchester City now going on top. Arsenal haven't been used to being in second position this season. So they need the win. And when it comes down to the business end of the season, it's not about your form anymore. Your last 4 or 5 games, as you know, that when we used to be close to the finishing line, sometimes we used to have to just grind out the results. Remember the game against West Bromwich quite a few years ago when Diego Costa scored that winner?
Yeah.
Even Man City, if you look at Man City against Fulham the other day, it was a hard-fought win. Fulham gave them a game, and Manchester City have been going. They've been top form. But as I said, when both teams can touch it now, nerves come into it now, and it's all about how well you can sort of handle those nerves coming in. And if we can keep the Arsenal fans quiet, if we can score the first goal, like what Southampton did, then you never know. Stranger things can happen. Now, because we're still the underdogs. I'm not saying anything. Obviously, we haven't scored a goal. We haven't won a game. So I'm not going to go into the game with confidence and say, yeah, we're going to win. But football, that's why we love the Premier League. Because sometimes the unexpected will happen. Remember when West Bromwich Albion came to us under two, when what happened? They beat us 5-2 against all the odds when no one was expecting that result. And no one was expecting Southampton to go there, and they were 2 minutes away from a big upset against Arsenal 2 weeks ago. So we go there with the right mentality, the right mindset, and play with pride for the supporters. Then, yeah, it can happen.
Just 2 quick things, right?
Go ahead.
So, Sky have put up a graphic. Arsenal with and without Saliba. Without Saliba, they've played 6 games, only won 2. And on Enzo Fernandez, since his debut in the Premier League versus Fulham on February the 11th, he ranks first for Chelsea in touches with 1,136. Passes in opponents' half, 562. He also ranks first for the club. Possession won 79 times, ranks first for the club since his debut. And chances created with 13, he ranks third for the club since his debut. Because I know that you were wondering about some stats for him, and they've just put it on the Sky now, on their graphic.
Would you say that William Saliba has been Arsenal's problem by not winning the Premier League?
You know what? I said, one of my boys supports Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I've been saying to him all season, I said, look, you guys have been fortunate this season in that you haven't had multiple injuries to some of your players. Get a couple of injuries to a couple of your key players, and you're going to struggle. And the areas that they've had injuries in the past, like Nketiah stepped up, to be fair, when Jesus was out. They're quite strong in the middle of the park. They got some cover there, but central defence was always going to be their Achilles heel, and that's because Rob Holding is not great at all. So they haven't really got any backups to their first two guys. Ben White can play there, but they also got injury to Misaki. So now that they've got injuries, their squad isn't big, and and part of it, because when you're going for a league title, you need a bit of luck as well. You need to have a lot of your players relatively fit, and Arsenal, for the most part, have had all their players fit. Now, at the business end, when they've got a couple of injuries, they're struggling. So I think, he was a big miss for them, definitely.
I also think, just quickly on that,
go ahead.
Arsenal players aren't used to being in this position. So it could be an aspect of pressure as well, whereas Man City, they're seasoned at it. Man City have won so many league titles now and barely changed their squad. They make a few minor additions here and there. The majority of the players there have already been there, done it. They've got the mentality for it. They know what it takes. They got the hunger. This is when that matters. That's when it takes over.
That's what I said. I said next season, if Arsenal are in this position next season, they may stand a better chance. But this season, I always said experience matters, and so when it gets tight, if they stayed about 7 or 8 points ahead of Man City, then maybe. But as soon as Manchester City started breathing down their neck, they were always going to buckle under the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you very much, Stephen and Mr. Max. We have here All Sports, Adam.
Just quick.
Yes, go ahead.
So I know we're talking about the Chelsea game, but RMC Sport are reporting PSG have suspended Lionel Messi for 2 weeks with immediate effect for his unauthorized trip to Saudi Arabia. Didn't even know he took an unauthorized trip or any trip for that matter to Saudi Arabia. So that's news.
All right.
Messi suspended for 2 weeks, immediate effect.
Lionel Messi is being suspended from PSG with immediate effect. With going through Saudi Arabia without the club's notification. So thank you very much for the breaking news coming from Stephen. Then we're going to continue with some of the comments that have come in. Let's react to it. All Sports Mr. Adams said Arsenal 3-1 Chelsea. That's his prediction. Thank you for the prediction. We might score with Arsenal looking leaky at the back. We might nick a draw
with good subs, but the faith's gone unless players stay fit and they actually put a good team to the sword.
Thank you, Stephen.
Sure.
Latvia will be a cheap CDM options are coming from Kim. So you think so? It won't be that cheap. Okay, it could be cheap because only if they end up
getting relegated.
If they
all go get relegated. They're basically go be 100% relegated within about 2 games.
Okay. Stop said Enzo has been straight ahead of Jorginho. It's the forward not finishing. Okay. Would you take Kessie at Chelsea? No, I wouldn't. Kessie is not consistent enough. I wouldn't. Every day.
Also, I don't want to give Barca any more money.
Yeah, Barcelona can rent the Camp Nou for wedding ceremony. They can get money from there, but not from Chelsea anymore. We've given them lots of players. Christensen, we went for free. We took a little bit of money from there, but not that much. Also, Alonso also went there for free. So, Alonso going there was a big mistake. I've said that many times and I won't stop saying it. And Christensen, I said Christensen and Alonso. Yeah.
You
Now,
can take our players for free. We ain't got to keep giving you money when you need to get all these loans and stuff and sell your club soul for like getting all this money. And you're not even using it to pay off your debt. You're using it to buy new players and therefore getting back into the point of the debt you was already in. So you're actually not moving away from the debt. You're actually at the same point because the money that you are getting through all the stuff that you've been doing, pulling all these levers, so to speak, as they've put it, as pulling levers, you're spending all that money on players. Very small amount of that has actually gone towards getting them out of debt. So they're literally about the same point as they were anyway. And I think I saw something that they've basically closed the loophole which allows you to sell certain things like glasses pulling levers. You're now not allowed to. It won't have the same effect or something. There's only certain ones that have the same effect, so technically they can't even do that anymore.
I think they gambled when the gamble didn't pay off because if they got far in the Champions League, they may have got some return on investment.
Yeah.
The fact that they got knocked out of the Champions League early and then they got out of the Europa League,
yeah.
That's cost them a lot financially.
Did you see that one about when they had done all their calculations for their accounts? It was based on getting far in the Champions League. And then they got knocked out of the Europa League to go with it. Brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. Yes, I was cheering when they got knocked out, especially after the way they went about their business.
I was cheering after they got knocked out of both competitions. I was nearly having a party. It was brilliant. You've sold your soul and you've still failed. Well done.
Because you know what? If it wasn't because of them, we probably would have got Lewandowski last season. Because
it was only because he wanted to go there, wasn't it?
That's it. Because we wanted him, but he just wanted Barcelona. If Barcelona turned around and said he can afford him, I think we would have pulled out all the stops to try and get him.
Oh, 100%. Although I'm glad they took Rafinha and Koundé.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, just coming from Mr. Max and Mr. Steven. Blue Blood set up. Max Lampard has taken off his jacket and ready to fight Arteta. I hope that can happen. You should fight him in the right way. Fight him in the right way. We want to see that happen. Thank you, Blue Blood, for that comment. I said, form doesn't go out of the window for Chelsea. Coming from Kim. So also another one coming from Stav said, Makeem, legend. You don't know what a legend is. If you think Jorginho, it's a legend. Legendary status. Would I say legendary status?
Never.
No, Jorginho is not a legend for us now.
Yeah.
No,
you can't.
No.
Legend. People use the word legend too lightly these days.
Yeah.
You know, the only way he becomes a legend is if he does a Steven Gerrard style slip and lets one of our players run in and get an easy finish for 1-0 Chelsea win tonight.
Yeah.
Or a couple of own goals or missed penalty, then he'll definitely be a legend.
Oh, that'd be even better.
I even said one day I'm going to put this content up and let's talk and let's try deep down into who is being classified as a legend, a good player, a world-class player. Those three words, people sometimes misuse it. Someone can even say Haaland is a legend. Haaland is not a legend, and Haaland is not even, I could say he's a very, very good player, but he hasn't won anything for even to say he's a world-class player. No.
Or even if you win, it don't automatically make you like a legend. Do you know what I mean? Just because you win something don't make you a legend.
No, you be classified. Because the reason why I say you can be a legend because those that make a legendary status. Look, you could talk about the team that won. I think is it 1982 World Cup for Argentina. I'm sure Max, if I'm right, 1982, right, or 1986.
It was 1982, yeah.
82, yeah.
86, sorry. No, 86 it was.
86, yeah. The World Cup team that won.
86,
yeah. Won the World Cup with Argentina. No, those players were not that great. It was all Maradona.
It was Maradona.
You get what I'm saying?
Maradona carried that team.
Carried the whole team. But then when you
and
talk about
Napoli, he carried Napoli as well because when they won a couple of Serie A's. That was when he came, and he transformed them.
Right. So if you look at sometimes when you're trying to classify who a legend is, who that is, or maybe you could talk about even who among those teams that won among those teams in terms of the players that won that World Cup in 1986 with Maradona. You don't hear anyone's name because it was all Diego Armando Maradona. But then you could talk about maybe Barcelona, maybe US 94, the Brazilian team that won that World Cup. You could talk about Romario. You could talk about this player, Bebeto. You could talk about so many players that were able. There wasn't one single player that stand out to be a number one. There were so many of them that came together to win that trophy. But then, so in that aspect, I could say, okay, maybe Haaland was part of that team that won that World Cup, so he can put him as one of the legends that won that World Cup at that moment in time. But Haaland hasn't won anything at this moment. Nothing. He's just a good player. You wouldn't even say world class player because it's just one season.
I mean,
and
it's not just one season though.
It's about longevity for me. Yeah, it's about longevity for me.
Longevity.
You've got to be doing it season in, season out. Because I've seen players who've had an outstanding season or two, and then they fall off drastically. Someone like, can you remember Michael Owen? He had about 3 or 4 good seasons, but he didn't keep it up. After a while, he just fell off. When you're looking at Messi, you're looking at Ronaldo, you're even looking at people like that. They've even picked someone like Luka Modric. These guys have been doing it season in, season out, and winning big trophies for their club. So that for me, So 2 or 3 seasons doesn't make you a legend. If Ireland's is doing it season in, season out, and breaking records for the next 10 years, then I'll put him in that status. But it's too early to call it yet.
That's why you get people like Terry, Lampard, Drogba. They're actually legends for what they've done and how long they've done it for. Just quickly, apparently the update on the Messi thing is he's not able to play, he's not able to train, and he will not be paid for 2 weeks, according to L'Equipe in France.
Doesn't he want to go out to Barcelona anyway? I don't know how they're going to.
Yeah, but Barca ain't got to manage that one because they've got to sell everyone to basically manage it.
Yeah, they're trying to explore a way of getting him back.
New definition of a one-man team.
So it's a topic that need a little bit more explanation for some people not to just misuse the word legendary status and who what class player is and who is a good player, who an average player is. So big up to Makim. So they're both legends. To be honest, who I'm not sure who he's talking about.
Don't tell me he's still on about Jorginho.
Jorginho's not a legend.
All right. Okay. Who scored the pen? Right, coming from Akeem, and also we have one Jorginho win the UCL by himself. LOL. H get a grip. All right, get a grip.
So legend. The H was a mistype. It's just get a grip. Legends have sustained success and influence. Kante was man of the match in the UCL final.
Kante carried us in that UCL final.
Yeah.
Bro, Kante won a header against like 2 players at like 6 foot. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
All right, Osgood, Dixon. Is it Dixon?
Kerry Dixon.
Oh, it's Kerry Dixon. Dixon. All right. Okay.
Terry
Aspie, Drogba, etc. are legend. Why didn't he add Frank Lampard? Why not Frank Lampard?
That's why they put it's why he put etc. because there's like so many.
Oh, it's okay. Etc. Legend. Okay. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Stuff. So winning the Champions League isn't legendary. And
that's why Stav put the thing about Jorginho winning himself.
No, it isn't legendary winning the Champions League. Come on.
Yeah. If you talk about champions,
so if that's the question,
so wait, Ryan
Bertrand's
from Liverpool,
a legend. Is he or Smythe from Liverpool, or
Steven got said it. Yeah.
Ryan Bertrand.
Ryan Bertrand.
Yeah, Ryan Bertrand, exactly.
And what's his name? Romero. Romero. All these players that played in the final.
Let's chuck Malouda in whilst we're at it.
Yeah. So you got to be a little bit more consistent. Win it. Look, you can win the
Enrique
Champions League.
Hilario. There's another one.
But Steven, we can put Jorginho there. It was Jorginho part of the how do you call it? Was Jorginho part of the? Yeah, I think Jorginho. You can put Jorginho there as one of the legends, but not for us now because he won
He's not a legend.
he won Europa. He won the Europa with Chelsea at Baku. Remember?
Don't make him a legend.
Yeah, you can. Those two finals are very, very important. So you can put Jorginho there.
No,
I can't. I can't put him as a legend. Man.
What do you make? What do you think, Max? He won.
No.
What other trophy? He was part of the. It was part of all those.
You could put Hazard as a legend. Hazard won us that game. Take Hazard out of that game against Arsenal. We're not winning that game. You know, you got to. It's not about you could be a part of a team that wins something, but if you were instrumental, I'll say that if he was instrumental in us winning both those tournaments and carried the team, then yeah, I could say yeah, he's got.
Max, sometimes I know a little. Some of us take our point or the way we see the way Jorginho plays football. We do take it out of him. He's not a guy that has a strength, but he does it in a different way.
Listen, I'm not. He's a good player, you know. Yeah. He's good. I'm not saying he's not a bad player, but he hasn't done enough for me. Okay, we've won tournaments as a team, but he hasn't done enough individually for me to gain legendary status.
Okay.
You know, if you're a legendary status, you win us the league as well. Not just a couple of cup competitions. You win us the league as well. You know, we've had. Jorginho and Kovacic in our midfield for the past 5 seasons, and we haven't even gone close to challenging for the league title.
Wait, what about the season when he was our top scorer just based on penalties?
Yeah, this was penalties, wasn't it?
Yeah. Stop said Jorginho lost the ball to both KDB and Sterling, both in goal, but Kante build this backside get a grip. All right. Makim again, it says Fat doesn't care about who you like. Did he not win the Euro against England? There you go. See,
okay, so he's been in teams that have won a couple of trophies.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you could put him there. You could put Jorginho in there. He won the Euro. He won the Europa. He won Champions.
So he won the Europa League. He won the Champions League.
Yeah, but how did you got to look at it? How did he win the Europa? You know, he missed this penalty. He missed his penalty in the Europa to win that tournament. You know, Italy won it on penalties at the end of the day, which one of them he missed. You know, did he carry that team when they against England? No, he didn't. You know, I say I've got nothing against him, but I think people overhype this guy too much. He's a decent player, but he's not a legend in my eyes.
Max, they always tag this guy, George Oponvia, one of the African legends, they said he is, but he never even get close to the African Cup of Nations finals. He had a very, very decent, consistent competition in Europe. He was played very, very well in Europe. He never went to the World Cup because Liberia did not go to the World Cup. He won, I'm not sure if he won the Champions League with AC Milan at that time.
Yeah, he did. But he won he won the Ballon d'Or as well there.
He won Ballon d'Or, but nothing else did he do on the planet Earth besides playing for AC Milan, winning the Champions League with AC Milan, and scoring tons of goals. Nothing else did he do, but then he's been classified as a legend.
Yeah, but he scored tons of goals. Yeah, that's what he did.
Jorginho is not going to score goals. Jorginho is not going to score goals, Max.
But George Weah, you can't compare him. I watched.
No, I'm not comparing. You cannot compare them.
Chelsea,
Max.
I saw him when he made his debut for Chelsea, and he was class from the moment he got on the pitch.
I'm not comparing the position. We can't compare the position.
I know you can't compare the position.
The legend street status, what really makes one a legend, and we talk about consistency. Winning trophies makes you, gives you that edge to get close to that legendary status.
Also what you do. Are you the game changer to do it? And George Weah was a game changer in many of those games.
But Max, not all of these players can be game changers. They are good at what they do. That helps the team to win those trophies. You get what I'm saying? If Thiago Silva is not good in defending, we call Thiago Silva legend.
Yeah, but if you look at
he's won only. He's won. I'm not sure if he won the World Cup with Brazil. I'm not sure he has even won the World Cup with Brazil.
How many legends are in the Barcelona team? There's that great Barcelona team. You wouldn't call all of them legends. They were part of that team. So, but you had the likes of your Messis, your Neymars, who were the game difference makers. You know, but would you call? I can't remember who the left back was, but he was instrumental in those teams.
Was it Jordi Alba by any chance?
Alba was there now and again, and who else was in that team? You know, we name the ones that we the Xavis and the Iniestas, Busquets, but there's others in that team you're struggling to remember who they were, but they were also winners in a good team.
I mean, you'll have to put Carlos Puyol in there as well, obviously.
Yeah, Puyol's got to be up there as well. Yeah, to be fair. I wouldn't call Piqué. Piqué just happened to be in a good team. I wouldn't call him a legend, though. He's won a lot of things for Barcelona, but I wouldn't call him a legend.
Well, Barcelona football team,
and he's won the World Cup, and he's won the Euro
World Cup,
and he's won the. But would you call him a legend, Piqué? No, I wouldn't.
It's a very broad. It's a very broad team. It's a very broad topic. If you have to go in, because I mean, it'll be a lot of people will disagree with you by not calling Piqué a legend, Max. You get what I'm saying? After winning or making a difference from where he's coming from and what he has achieved, consistency in Barca defense and also Spain national team, lots of numbers of goals. I mean, games that he's played for the Barcelona team and also the Spanish national team. That's a lot. That's a lot to not to classify him as a legend, Max.
Yeah. for me, a legend. Yeah, I'm a bit more selective. Who I call a legend.
Yeah,
that's just me. I'm a bit selective. You got to be the creme de la creme. Legendary status, you just don't get it. And otherwise, you'll be handing out legendary status to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. For me, it's got to be just an elite few to get a legendary status.
Spot on.
By the way, we've got 6 minutes till kickoff.
Yeah, yes. We gotta go. We gotta hop off. We gotta hop off. Thank you, Max, for jumping on.
I think one day you need to have a whole show on legend.
Definitely, I'll try and work things behind the scene and bring different pundits on. At least it would be nice if I have like three or four different people.
Or you could have a little tier list.
See if we can do it a day when. See if we can do it on a day where Ryan's able to hop on as well, so we got a Liverpool perspective as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Jorginho, okay, by no stretch of the imagination, he is a legend. Okay, that's
Is he a legend?
Yeah, is he a legend?
But did you see the message before that from Stab?
No,
53 years, never heard so much. I'm not going into that because you don't normally say it.
That's why I didn't read it. That is why I did not read it.
That's why I didn't say that bit. But I don't care what Jorginho did for Italy. Terry won 15 trophies. Legend.
Yeah. Makim said that for real, a show of a legend will be nice. Absolutely, guys. We will do that. And now, because my streaming is going. I'm gonna bring it down. I have a lot of things, like I've said, going on. So I'll try and then not to do it every day, but I prepare very, very well. Get some men behind that can have different perspective for this legendary status. We will deep down and get to the definition who a legend is, who a world-class player is, and who in average, and also who is being classified as best player. All of that we bring all in, see who fits really into this. We'll try and see if we can limit some of these. We're not going to put the top names there. We'll put certain players that people might think that they are legend, but they are not. And some other players that people think they are, but they are not. You get what I'm saying? So we know certain players like, Luis Dalima, or was it Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo, if you put him there, or maybe Pele. If you put Pele there, definitely everybody say Pele is world class. No, we're not going to do that. We'll look players that house lots of they have been it will be more debatable if we put their names on the list.
Kocher or something like that. Someone.
People like that. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. So thank you very much, Max. I'll let you know if we're going to have that program going on. So then we can we can be more prepared and get our screens and cameras ready for that beautiful stream coming on. I'll work towards that one. So I'll catch you guys all up. Stav, Makeem, thank you very much, Makeem. We will work towards that for you. Gunnar, thank you very much for joining the show. Blue Blood, absolutely perfect. Always. And also big up to you, Mr. Alfan Adam. Thank you for Kimso. Absolutely. Thank you for coming on. Everyone, I want to love you. Gunnar and also Steven and Mr. Max. We'll see you guys again, hopefully Saturday or Sunday. I mean, Saturday or Friday. Ciao.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.